5 years, 1,825 days, 43,800 hours, 2,628 minutes. That's how long I've called this place home. Well, kind of. I've been in and out. I've had my honeymoon phase with the city, the love, the excitement, the dream. Then came the hate phase, the exhaustion, the chaos, the why am I still here? But regardless of all of that, moving here was the biggest, craziest decision I've ever made. Imagine coming from another country, speaking a different language, and then thinking, you know what? I should vlog here. What could go wrong, right? New York, where the lonely, the crazy, and the weirdos came to chase something. A dream, a story, or maybe just rent they can barely afford. But aren't those the same people we used to call artists? I used to romanticize living here, like a movie. And in some ways I still do. But after vlogging here for the past 90 days in the city, I've learned some lessons. About New York, about myself, and about creating content. Some I loved, and some not so much. But all of them changed the way I see this place. New York is chaotic, expensive, and unpredictable. But the thing is, this city is full of stories, and as a creator, that's gold. You just have to learn how to pick your game. So let me break down what vlogging here for months taught me. Number 1. Endless materials. If you know where to look. There's no shortage of stories here. You'll think you're just walking to grab coffee and suddenly you're watching a street performer pull off a magic trick that makes your whole morning. Or you'll take a wrong turn and end up in the middle of some underground art show that looks like a movie set. The city gives you content. You just have to be ready to capture it. Number 2. You become more independent, and gear helps. Filming in a place like this means adapting and fast. Maybe your camera battery dies, maybe your tripod breaks, maybe someone just yells at you for existing in the same space as them. You learn to work around it. You get creative. So, because of that, I decided to invest in a few key pieces of gear. One of the biggest game changers for me was the Osmo Pocket 3, which, by the way, took me 4 installments to finish paying off. Along with it, I got an Adaptability, which lets me stick my phone to any flat surface, and a magnetic camera mount that connects my camera to an iron and metal object as well. Super helpful when I need a quick and stable shot. Vlogging in New York became so much more easier with the small Pocket 3. It's a small and compact camera, easy to carry, and doesn't make me feel like I'm holding a full-on Hollywood setup in the middle of the street. The creator combo even comes with a mic, so I don't bother people when I'm talking to the camera. Huge win for a small creator like me. So this is the mic, and this is the mic without the isolating feature. You can hear a bit of the external sound still, but it's way better than the camera mic, for example. And I'm gonna start the isolating sound. This is the mic with the isolating feature. So supposedly it should just focus in my voice now. See what you think? And that's what I've been using for now. It's been very useful. I'm gonna turn this off completely and show the Osmo Pocket 3 audio. So this is the mic of the camera, embedded in the camera. It's not as good as the DJI mic, for example. And the farther you are, the harder it gets to hear. It gets all the external sounds. So it's really hard to focus on just one thing. So I prefer using the mic everywhere I go. It comes with this
magnet thing, so you can attach it anywhere you want. It comes with this hanger as well, so I can simply clip it here, and that's it.
Plus, it connects with my phone, which I use as an extra screen. The Osmo Pocket 3 also shoots in D-Log, which is basically a special way of capturing video that keeps more details in shadows and highlights. Think of it this way: instead of your footage looking flat and boring, it gives you more control when editing the colors later. That means I can play around with color grading and make my videos look more cinematic, something I'm definitely doing more of. On days that I want to be extra discreet and I don't have my Osmo Pocket with me, I just use my phone and make some images with it. And I bought this Adaptability, like I mentioned to you, and it just sticks here in the back, and you can put in any flat surfaces, which was important for me because it gave me the ability to stick it in different angles and get different angle shots that I really liked. So it's very convenient to be on the go with like an Adaptability. Just make sure you buy one that sticks strongly so your phone doesn't fall, because I wouldn't recommend this one actually. My phone fell so many times, and even sticking to the right surfaces. But I know that there are others that are really good. If you search and look for that very carefully, you're gonna find ones that are more reliable. And of course, I have here my G7X Canon Mark II, which is a very classic vlogging camera. No one uses it. Like, a few people still use to this day. It was trending on TikTok recently, but I wouldn't recommend this for nowadays. It doesn't shoot in 4K. It's really good for starters. If you don't know where to start, I think it's good to go. It comes with this short hanger in the creator combo that I bought in 2019. I have this camera for like 5 years, so now I'm putting it to use. I'm gonna make some videos in the future with it as well, so you see the difference between Osmo Pocket 3 and the Canon G7 Mark. But in general, I like this camera for a couple of shots. I wouldn't say the audio is really bad though, so I wouldn't recommend this. But it's one of the ones I use every once in a while as well. Number 3. Filming alone is hard, but worth it. There's something weirdly vulnerable about standing in the middle of the Times Square or talking to a camera while people stare. You feel insane at first, but then you stop caring. Because at the end of the day, no one really cares what you're doing. And the ones who do, they're probably just wondering if you're famous or if you're a YouTuber. Number 4. The city is a creative playground. If you're ever feeling stuck, just walk outside. Inspiration is everywhere. The mix of people, the random conversations, the sheer energy of the city, it's impossible not to get ideas. I started noticing details I'd usually miss. Weird and interesting angles I could put my cameras on and get different POVs of my stories. New York forces you to see the world different, and as a creator, that's everything. So, do I love this place? Yes. Do I hate it? Also yes. But one thing is for sure. New York makes you create. It challenges you, surprises you, forces you to grow. But here's the thing. You don't need New York. You don't need the most expensive gear as well. If you're creative, creativity will always find a way to guide your ideas out of your mind and into the world. New York is just a parallel reality, a place filled with multiple doors to be explored. It can be overwhelming just as much as it can be motivating. But at the end of the day, it's just a setting. Your creativity, that's the real key. And if you're thinking of vlogging or just creating, just start. It won't be perfect. But that's part of the story. And if you want to see more of this journey, subscribe and join the community. Let's keep creating and keep experimenting. And most importantly, keep telling stories, no matter where they are. See you in the next video. Again, please don't be influenced by this video to move to New York City. You'll hate it here, and it will trap you.